This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First down gets him a yard to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Jackson on first down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. A gain of 5 brings up second down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. They'll try and run the option. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Now Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. That catch good for only a couple.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 8 coming up. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Check back 40. Check back 40.
Throwing Jones. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This from 54 yards away. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. Pushes him over, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devontae Freeman. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. With solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A handoff, Barkley running left. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley stiff-armed him. Still fighting. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
So finally, a 1st down run. The offensive line has got to feel a whole lot better about themselves because I think they were starting to wonder, were we ever going to solve this defense and be able to do what we like to do, which is run the football.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second down and goal. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Now Ross to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
On the handoff, this is Booker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check.
60 Bison.
Running left, it's Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Jones throwing for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, That could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Jackson. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
They go play action now. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it. Across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Jones. He targets Ingram for another grab. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Take 4, take 4. Rush in, rush in.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they're needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this is caught by Watkins.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Jackson to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants are right back in this football game. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it